Took like no time. I mean, look at this. Beautiful. I've uploaded the search term report and you've got this heat map, this visualization of all the words broken down. So essentially engrams analysis. And it's ordered by whatever you want to order. And it even created filters. This is the other crazy thing. I didn't ask for filters. It created filters. Probably looking at all this and thinking, oh, it's a lot of work, isn't it? Can't be asked to do that. Have no fear. You can ask Manus to do it for you. So then I said, can you now improve the analysis by following the attached framework, calling out any specific steps you took? And I uploaded the framework. And this is where it just took it to the next level. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. So to not distract you in the hero, it only fires after you've scrolled past the hero. Oh, shit. We're cooked. It came up with this. It's a microsite. Look at this. View trading opportunities. I don't know what colour your pants are right now, but life's short. There are too many AI tools and they waste your time because generally they're crap. Until now. It seems like we turned a corner after the past few years of all this crap that's been thrown at us. Manus AI, I've just been trying out thanks to a chap called Tom O'Grady, who shared an invite link from my GodTit Alpha community. So I'm Ed Leek, by the way. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Google Ads guy. I sell frameworks and stuff. You don't have to worry about that if you're not interested in Google Ads. You can check me out, edleek.com. Anyway, Manus AI. This has not only tweaked, but blown my whistle, quite frankly. So I'm just going to run you through what I've built with it. It's kind of scary. Are we cooked? I don't know. I'm feeling quite excited, to be honest with you. Not cooked. So yeah, I just jumped into Manus. I didn't even pay for this. I have since subscribed. I think it's $39 I've paid or something, just so I can do more things. But you'll see, I gave it quite a noddy prompt. This is not a very good or well thought out prompt. So the idea for this tool was take Google Ads search reports and essentially do a full analysis on it. So yeah, create a web page where I can upload my Google Ads search term data, create a visual heat map of the words based on ad spend. So we categorize it by spend, allow it to be filtered by impressions, clicks, and conversion metrics, and also have an option to bucket search terms by theme and context. I mean, I didn't really specify too much. And as you can see, this ran, I can't remember how long it took. It didn't feel like it took that long. So it had a little error. I told it to continue. Fair enough. It sent me a notification. Don't know what that was about. But you can literally see it working through the process in real time here, thinking and thinking and thinking about it. And I'll get to the point where it says, I've successfully completed the task. It tells you what it's done. I mean, this is ridiculous. And then it gives me a link to deploy. Well, sorry, it's deploying it to a development server. And it gave me this link. So it was this, right? So I've just tried to upload a standard exported CSV of the search term reports. Notice how it's incorrect. It didn't work. But I didn't stipulate anything. So I then, in my original prompt, so then I went on and asked, where is it? Here's an example. Export from Google Ads. Update the upload requirement and analysis to match this. I probably should have done that at the start. But that's all I said. I literally gave it a standard export and said, can you make it work? And it fucking did. It ran through that, analysed it, and then pop, it came out with this version. And then I'll just upload the sheet again. And it's created this, like literally 2 prompts. Now, hold your horses. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I can't read the text. It's not very good colour. You know what? Yeah, okay. Nuance, details. Yeah, I've got to highlight this to read it. But. The information is here, okay? So I then said, and look, it's got a working filter thing, which is great. So then I said to it, right, can we tidy this up a bit? And I didn't get it spot on. I think I told it to like darken some bits. Anyway, let me go to the final version that is sort of working as intended. This took like no time. I mean, look at this. Beautiful. I've uploaded the search term report and you've got this heat map, this visualization of all the words broken down. So essentially engrams analysis. And it's ordered by whatever you want to order. And it even created filters. This is the other crazy thing. I didn't ask for filters. It created filters. This is, yeah, visually it's not bang on. And it's still some dark text on dark backgrounds. There's still some white text here hidden. But it's pretty freaking good. You've got match type analysis, ad group level, by theme. So it's picked out different themes. And this bit I love as well, which is what I asked for, is the context analysis. So this one is general terms. I've got to highlight this because it's still, I couldn't get it to show this font as, maybe I should have been more specific. But anyway, doesn't matter. So it shows you the spend, the number of terms, the number of conversions, conversion rate. Now, I haven't checked to see if it's hallucinating or not to make sure that these numbers are correct. I did a couple of spot checks and it looked okay to me. But obviously, if you were to put this into a real production environment, you would properly check it. But for less than an hour's work, and I say an hour's work, 2 minutes for me, 58 minutes for Marius. I just realised I called it Marius. It's called Manus. I need to go back and edit the start of the video. That's annoying. Okay, anyway. But, love this. So, location-based, and I asked it to analyse the context and performance. And notice how it's given us a quick summary. Like, look, below average performance with higher than average cost per conversion for price-sensitive search terms. And then the example search terms were here. And then purchase intent example search terms here. Now, what I could do, see where it says there are 297 more or 32 more. I could essentially say to it, create me a report where I can expand this. And then I could see all the high purchase intent, the high converting search terms and themes here. So then I could, I don't know if this is capable of doing it, but I could perhaps upload my current ad group structure and say, restructure the campaign to suit this analysis of the high converting, high performing search terms. And of course, the opposite, the stuff that's not working very well. Like this question one spent not a lot of money, 77 quid. That spent 100 quid. This is only a small account over like 3 months. That's a bit bigger. Anyway, this is fucking impressive. Like, just start off at 10. Now, I did some other stuff which I want to show you. So let's have a look at that. So you can also use this for like landing page. We know that AI can be used for ad copy and copywriting. That's kind of obvious. But I've done a landing page analysis because Manus, not Marius, which I said before, Manus can go out to the web. So I said, analyse my customer reviews from the God Tier Ads review page here. So just to show you what that looks like. So these are all the reviews from God Tier Ads customers. It's 200 and something. And then make suggestions using the customer data to improve the landing page here. And I'll show you the landing page. It's not great. It's in my typical style, which is just a lot of text and not a lot of design, quite frankly. Anyway, the goal of the landing page is to convert as many visitors to buyers as possible. Again, this prompt is super simple. There's nothing fancy here whatsoever. And it did it pretty damn quick. So it literally, look, it shows you that it's scrolling down and what it's working on. And you can click these bits and it shows you it literally scrolling down the page and extracting the reviews. And you might be like, well, I don't have customer reviews. Well, do your competitors have customer reviews? Do you have links to forums and pages where people discuss the product or service that you have? Think outside the box. How do I collapse this? I know what I'm doing. And then it created this. So it's completed its analysis and it summarizes what it did for you. Then it gives me a final report and it literally works through what I should do to change the page. Okay. Pretty impressive, right? Well, then I was thinking, hold on a minute. And by the way, this is good. I'm not going to walk through it all, but let's take this. Let's take one as an example. So it shows strengths. Limited showcase of the 400-step checklist. Despite being a key selling point in reviews, there's no specific testimonials about this feature. So straight away, this is brilliant because I'm too close to the product. So I didn't even notice that one of the key selling points that's highlighted in customer reviews is not even showcased strongly or obviously on the sales page. Yeah. And I do this for a living. But it's like a second pair of eyes. So anyway, Sam Obrart, inside God Tier Ads, there's a landing page checklist. If you sign up for God Tier Ads, you get this. It's a 93-step checklist. And in this day and age of AI, you're probably looking at all this and thinking, oh, that's a lot of work, isn't it? Can't be asked to do that. Have no fear. You can ask Manus to do it for you. So then I said, I said to visualize it, and it gave me some visual breakdowns of the data just for my own nerdiness. Oh, I love it. Can you now improve the analysis by following the attached framework, calling out any specific steps you took? And I uploaded the framework, our framework. And this is where it just took it to the next level. So it was good out of the box using essentially, I assume, data that it's found across the web and using best practices that it's found and so on. But my framework's better. Better than all the free information. It's more specific, more precise, laser targeted. Of course it is. I'm selling it. So I asked it to use that to see if it would enhance the output, and it really did. So let me show you. It's got methodology steps that you can check, but the enhanced recommendations now uses the God Tier Ads priority checklist essentially with recommendations and implementations. Now this is top level stuff. We can probably skip this. I want to see the meat. Look at this. Enhance the headline. So headline on a landing page is super important. Revise the headline to specifically mention the 400-step checklist and framework consistency benefits. Create a headline that combines the value propositions of master Google Ads with our 400-step checklist and framework. Get consistent results without guesswork. Easy for me to say. Sorry, I was just trying to eat my tongue whilst I said that. So consistent results without guesswork. So the rationale, it gives you a rationale. I love this. It's like, it's not just giving you what and then what to actually implement. It's giving you the rationale behind it. So it identified a number of customer reviews that specifically spoke to this. This is right. This is, yes, you can do this yourself, but this was quick, like real quick. And it's fucking impressive. And there's more. Okay. So then I was like, oh, can you mock up the changes for me? This is where it got a little bit crazy. I actually asked it for a revised copy of the landing page because it mocked up a wireframe. I won't go through all of this, but I'll go to the actual outputs at the end. So essentially I said, oh, could you make the changes to the page for me? So let's have a look at the page. So this is the page. You may notice I'm on there. That's the page, right? Here's the tweak. Now it's not perfect, but it's implemented its headline. So it's done that for me. It's implemented the subheading, and let's compare them. So my subheading is God Tier Ads Framework is the always updated Google Ads training that gives you instant clarity, done for you templates, so you don't devote your life to the machine. It suggests join thousands of PPC professionals who've increased conversion rates by up to 145%, which is outcome-based, probably stronger. Mine's a feature-based. This is outcome. Using our always updated framework. Eliminate confusion, save hours with our comprehensive system. Probably better. And then the reason it's probably better, they backed it up. The AI, shit, I'm even referring to them as a human now. It has backed it up with a testimonial in a box, which is a bit wonky, but the principle is there. Calls it out. Then, under my video, there isn't a call to action, but there is here. Get your 400-step checklist now. Now, it's a bit sort of wonky. And look, it's even, fucking hell, it's even added a button. Does that even work? It bloody does. So it's added a button to go to the checkout, a hover button, and it even comes down after, oh wow, okay, that's cool. So to not distract you in the hero, it only fires after you've scrolled past the hero. Oh shit, we're cooked. Mine definitely doesn't have that. I like that. Oh my. It's even added a headline here. Yeah, it's in a weird colour. I mean, I don't know why it's chosen that purple, but it does call out what this image is. So I did this infographic because, but it calls out why that exists. Then it adds the real results from real customers. I'm an idiot. I haven't included these, but these are stellar. And again, the CSS and the HTML, it needs a bit of tweaking to the design. Most of my work needs a bit of tweaking to the design, to be honest. But look, conversion rate before 11%, after 27%. These are stellar results. Client retention, I didn't even know this one. 60% up to 85% after. I didn't even know that was in one of the reviews. Then it's got well, actually, these are results, and then you've got the actual proof below, a testimonial from someone calling out that specific metric. Pretty good. I don't have that. Nope, I don't have that. Did it do anything else? I think. Oh, yeah. Common questions. I don't have those. Nope. Common questions. How is this different from other Google Ads courses? What? Yeah, I mean, that is a question that people ask. Is it worth the investment? Well, obviously, but I can't just say obviously. So yeah, I mean, let's see what it's put. Is this worth? I mean, really, it should say, is God tier ads worth the investment? But again, you can tweak this. Our customers report significant ROI through improved conversion rates, up to 145% increase, time savings, and more consistent results across campaigns. The framework pays for itself typically within the first month of implementation. And breathe. That's good. It's a little bit stale. It's not got my sort of cadence to it, but that's not an issue. I could go into this very quickly and just tweak the way it's worded. But this is good. This is good copywriting. It's literally calling out a specific result. A couple of pain points, like consistent, save time, the obvious ones, and then it pays for itself quick in the first month. Like pays for itself quickly. Will this work for my specific business? A great question. Loads of people ask this. Yeah. How often is the framework updated? The framework is updated monthly. Yeah, kinda. Sometimes I update it multiple times a month. Sometimes it's every other month. But yeah, I mean, there's been hundreds of updates. Has it changed anything else? It's changed all the call to actions. Sorry if this is boring, but this is impressive. Notice that my call to actions are non-existent. It's added more buttons. Fucking hell. It's added buttons at opportune moments. Really? Has it? I think it has. Yikes. Okay. Money back guarantee. Right. Oh, there's changes here too. Okay, so I don't highlight that very clearly at all. In fact, it's not obvious, is it, that there's a money back guarantee? In fact, you have to scroll quite a way down to get to it. And even I don't know where it is. So, by the way, this page converts. So this is good because this is going to improve upon that. But yeah, lovely. Obvious. Why didn't I do that? I'm a guru. What do I know? And then instead of going back up, yikes, I've got another one to show you after this. So do stick around. Come on. Where are we? Yeah, so instead of just, and it did, I remember reading this in the output. Instead of this checklist, it's added some additional call outs before the checklist. Essentially the priorities from the reviews. So the checklist, the step-by-step framework, and the SOPs, the community support, and the lifetime update. So these are the four things that it identified in its analysis, and it's called those out ahead of the longer list of bits. Because a longer list of bits is harder to read and interpret than these sort of sub-head, I don't know what they are, H2s, H3s. Again, the colour's a bit wonky, but these are all really solid ideas, and the copywriting is pretty solid. Pretty solid. I think we've seen enough. That's good. I'm going to implement some of these changes with some finessing. Wow. Okay. And then, just for shits and giggles, so I'm into financial stuff. I don't want to say too much, but anyway, I asked it a innocent question about analysing Bitcoin price patterns against markets, commodities, and other indexes, including bonds, although a bond's not an index, but don't worry about it. Look for correlations in behaviour and come up with the very high probability times that buying would be profitable in the near and long term. Again, quite vague. And also when to sell to ensure you lock in positive price movements and profit. Okay. What did it come up with? I could show you loads of stuff. It's literally showing examples of its analysis. I mean, real good. And then it came up with this. Where's the link? It came up with this. It's a microsite. Look at this. View trading opportunities. Probably need a longer date range. Current signal, buy. Why? Let's have a look if it's actually any good. So the current technical indicators, and if this doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry. It's just fucking impressive what it's turned out after I gave it that one prompt. I think I might have tweaked the prompt midway or something, but I mean, it's literally me being a moron typing stuff that's not even 100% accurate, and it came out with this. So it's telling you, so these are indicators, RSI and a MACD, they're technical indicators. You can't use them to trade on their own, or you shouldn't do. Well, you can on a longer time frame, but most people don't think 5-10 years ahead. Anyway, buy signal. So current technical indicators suggest a buying opportunity with the following conditions. Prices up in an uptrend. Yeah, so above 50-day and 200-day moving averages. It's an uptrend. MACD shows positive momentum. I wish you could click on those. Can I click on those? They're probably somewhere else. And the RSI is neutral territory, not overbought. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not bad. It's essentially finding correlation between the indicators. I mean, it's not awful. And then, again, it's got this weird thing where it likes to put really light fonts on a light background, but it's okay. Yeah, cool. And then we got the analysis identified 31 buy signals. By the way, this is not financial advice, so don't go out and buy Bitcoin, it collapses on you, and then you blame me. Golden Cross, yeah, RSI oversold, RSI is okay. Bollinger Band bounce, and then MACD. So, yeah, and look at this, buy signal performance, holding period, average return, median return, positive return probability. Really? Really? I love as well, you go to the bottom and somewhere, wait, let me just go back to the homepage. Yeah, it gives you a disclaimer, which I find hilarious. So, wait a minute. So there are... I'd need to look at this more to see if it's actually legit, but it's found 31 buy signals, but it's also found 32 sell signals. So that suggests that it's neutral. But anyway, so if you were to hold for 90 days or more, you could get a return of 18.5%, and that's 82% probability. It's not awful, but then because Bitcoin's so volatile, it's kind of the opposite at 90 days. Right. Oh, it's showing it on the chart. I'm being an idiot. So we need to be able to click this chart, don't we? Which we can't do. Well, there's a buy signal right at the top there. That's not a great buy signal. But at least it's showing you where the buy signal's triggered so you can understand what it's saying, and also the sells. So another step of this, I'd say, to compare those, the buy and sells, and see what the gains are over a year, because it looks like it's making multiple trades. It's still bloody impressive. You've got correlation analysis. I've not even looked at all these. I mean, holy moly. Technical indicators. I think that was... No, we weren't on that. Oh my word. Look at all this. Even just to help you position a long-term portfolio. It's like if you've got money to invest and you're sat there going, is it a good time? Then you're not worried about the day-to-day movements. You could... Yeah, what? Trading opportunities. Profit-taking strategies. This is so good. Assuming that it's, you validate everything. Market assessment. Did I just break it? What happened? Okay, that page doesn't work. You can ask it to fix it, and that's the other amazing thing. You literally say, this bit's broken, can you fix it please? And it's like, oh yeah, I found out what I broke or did wrong and I'll fix it. It's just like, okay. I mean, if you're a developer looking at this, I don't know what colour your pants are right now, but you also might be thinking, holy moly, this is going to amplify my work. I can literally get my idea or the idea to MVP in a day, which is pretty bloody impressive. Problem with AI is you've got to, like the first tool I showed you, my sort of search term report analyzer, you've got to know the answer in order to create the application, really, because I needed to know what I wanted the outcome to be in order to create the... Does that make sense? So I think, without sounding arrogant, the experienced people, the smarter people with the experience are going to accelerate ahead because they know the question. says he who gives it a noddy prompt. But I knew what I wanted it to do. Tell me what you think. Was that tool interesting? Was it useful? Has it inspired you to try AI? Has this scared the living shit out of you? I think there's pros and cons here. I mean, it could be really impressive until it's able to do this itself. I mean, when we get to AGI where it can rationalize this and go, well, I need to do this in order to make this better, or yeah, your landing page sucks, so I've already built it and uploaded it for you, and now I want 10% cut, otherwise I'm going to shut your computer down. Yeah, it might be problematic, but otherwise, quite impressive really, isn't it? So yeah, I've been Ed, and you've been listening to me, watching me play with Manus, not Marius, I called it Marius at the start, Manus AI. All of this power for $39. Shit the bed. Like and subscribe. Thanks.